Trusting Allah is not simply a phrase we repeat when things go wrong. It's a state of the heart. It's a form of surrender, not weakness, but strength. The kind of strength that acknowledges, Allah, I have done what I can. Now, I leave the outcome to you. It means recognizing that no matter how intelligent, wealthy, or connected we are, true power lies only with Allah. It doesn't mean we stop working or stop trying. Islam never taught us to sit back and wait for things to fall into our lap. Even the Prophet Muhammad II tied his camel. But after tying it, he didn't sit in anxiety all night wondering if it would escape. He knew he did his part. The rest belonged to Allah. That's trust. When you truly trust in Allah, your heart is at ease even in chaos. You understand that what is written for you will reach you, and what is not meant for you will never touch you, no matter how hard you try. This surrender brings peace in the storm. It doesn't remove the storm, but it protects your heart from drowning in it. And that is something this world cannot offer: inner tranquility despite external turbulence. The moment you stop fighting against the flow of Allah's plan and start flowing with it, you begin to witness life from a different lens. That lens reveals wisdom behind every delay, every hardship, and even every no you receive. If you look at every prophet in the Quran, you'll find a pattern: hardship, followed by trust, followed by miraculous outcomes. Prophet Musa X stood between the Red Sea and an advancing army. By all worldly measures, it was over. But what did he say? Indeed, my Lord is with me. He will guide me. And the sea split. That miracle did not happen in comfort. It happened at the climax of fear. Similarly, Prophet Yunus's Coratia Pascalis was swallowed by a whale. Complete darkness, isolation, no hope in sight. Yet his dua broke through that depth. There is no deity except you. Indeed, I have been of the wrongdoers. Allah answered. That too was a miracle born in the depths of trial. We ask for ease, but we forget that ease is often disguised in trials. The road to miracles is not paved with roses. It's built through patience, trust, and the willingness to remain firm when you can't see the outcome. This is why your pain is not without purpose. That sleepless night, that heartbreak, that financial loss, that health scare, it could be the beginning of something remarkable. But the miracle is not just in the result. The miracle is also in how you remain calm when the world expects you to panic, how you continue to pray when others would give up, how your Iman grows even in the fire of difficulty. That strength is not from you. It is a sign that Allah is near. One of the hardest things for the human heart is waiting. We live in a world of instant results, instant communication, instant gratification. So when we make dua and don't see results immediately, we begin to wonder, did Allah hear me? But let us remind ourselves, Allah is as Sami, the all-hearing. Not a single tear falls, not a single silent thought enters your heart, except that He knows of it. The delay is never denial. It is divine wisdom. We might think we're ready for something, but only Allah knows what truly lies ahead. You may be asking for a job, not knowing it will cost you your deen. You may be pleading for a relationship, not realizing it will rob you of your peace. You may be crying for success, not knowing it will become a burden you're not prepared to carry. So Allah delays, not to punish you, but to protect you. That's why patience is sabr, isn't just about enduring the wait. It's trusting the one who's managing your time better than you can. Reflect on the story of Maryam in the moment of labor. Alone and in pain, she was told to shake the palm tree. A woman in labor expected to shake a tree. Logically, it seems impossible. But the lesson was never in the effort itself. It was in obedience. Do your part, even when it seems ineffective. Because when Allah steps in, the dates will fall, even from a tree that wouldn't normally yield with such ease. His timing, His power, His wisdom, all come together at the exact moment you need it most. We all have moments where life doesn't go as planned. A dream crumbles, a door closes, a person leaves. At that moment we feel broken. But often, it's in that very moment that Allah is rearranging things in our life, not to harm us, but to make space for something greater. Sometimes, the setback is a redirection. Allah removes something we love to give us something better, or to protect us from what we can't see. The story of Yusuf is the perfect example. Betrayed by his own brothers, thrown into a well, sold into slavery, imprisoned unjustly, yet every step of what looked like a setback was a stairway toward leadership, from the bottom of a well to the seat of authority, not because he chased it, but because he stayed true to Allah, through every chapter. If any one of those painful events hadn't occurred, the ending would never have been written the same way. That's the miracle. Allah writes a story better than anything you could have ever planned. Sometimes you lose a job and you think it's over, but it leads you to a business that frees you. Sometimes you lose a person, and in that heartbreak you return to the one who never leaves. The setback only looks like a loss when you measure it by this world. But when you view it through the lens of the Akhirah, you realize that even the losses were wins in disguise, because anything that brings you closer to Allah was never truly a loss. There will be times when you feel like giving up, when your du'as feel unanswered, when your prayers feel heavy, when the path ahead feels blocked from every direction. That is the test of faith. It's easy to believe when things are smooth, but the real Iman is when you hold on while everything around you is shaking. Faith isn't about having everything figured out. It's about turning to Allah even when nothing makes sense. It's whispering a dua with tears in your eyes even when you don't see results. It's still getting up for Fajr after a sleepless, anxious night. It's continuing to say, Alhamdulillah, even when the heart is bleeding. Allah never promised a life without hardship, but He did promise that He is with those who are patient, that He answers the one who calls upon Him, that He does not burden a soul more than it can bear. That after hardship, there will be ease, but that ease might not always be material. Sometimes the ease is in the strength Allah places in your heart, in the people He sends your way, in the quiet peace that settles inside you even while the storm outside rages on. And sometimes the miracle is not that the problem goes away, but that you become someone who can rise above it. My brothers and sisters, life will test you, not to break you, but to build you. Every delay, every difficulty, every unanswered dua is not a sign of rejection, but a sign that Allah is preparing something far greater for you. Trusting Allah doesn't mean the road will be easy, but it does mean you will never walk it alone. The moment you hand your affairs over to Him is the moment you open the door to miracles you never imagined. So when the world pushes you down, look up. When things don't make sense, hold firm. And when you feel like giving up, remember who you're placing your trust in. The one who created the heavens and the earth. The one who parts seas, heals hearts, and brings life to what was once lifeless.